recognition and appreciation for our OFWs to provide them with faster, more efficient, and more reliable services. Thank you very much, Mr. President and First Lady. At this point, we are witnessing the President and the First Lady as they tour and inspect the newly inaugurated Bagong Pilipinas one-stop OFW Action Center being briefed by Secretary Kakda. Together, of course, with Secretary Kakda and First Lady. Bagong Pilipinas One-Stop OFW Action Center, which houses key services of the Department of Migrant Workers, DMW, and its key partners in government to deliver essential full-cycle support and assistance for all OFWs, beginning from the departure from the country, throughout their overseas employment, all the way to their return and reintegration with their respective families and communities back home. Additionally, next to it is the Migrant Brews, serving free and unlimited coffee and snacks to all visiting OFWs while waiting for their transactions to be processed at the DMW and OWA offices. In a comfortable coffee shop ambience, it recognizes the importance of the OFW's well-being and emotional comfort during their challenging stay overseas, as well as their concerns on their homecoming. Thank you, Mr. President and First Lady. May we invite our President and First Lady to proceed to our program area. The one-stop shop. Muli mga kababayan, ang Pangulo ng Republika ng Pilipinas, His Excellency Ferdinand R. Marcos Jr., together with First Lady Luis Araneta Marcos. Maaari na po tayo umupo.
Pagbabago dahil sa ito ay kinakailangan.
You may now be seated.
Magtulong-tulong na paunlarin ang mahal nating bayan.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. We are gathered here today for the inauguration of the Bagong Pilipinas One-Stop OFW Action Center. To begin our program, may we invite the Department of Migrant Workers Secretary Hans Leo J. Kakdak to deliver his welcome remarks and introduce our guest of honor and speaker.
Our modern-day heroes, our OFWs, and for His Excellency's visionary leadership in the pursuit of a Bagong Pilipinas that serves as an inspiring beacon for us all. As the Department of Migrant Workers celebrates this month its third anniversary, our third anniversary, we honor and give back to our dear OFWs and their families excellent service and care in public service. The Bagong Pilipinas One-Stop OFW Action Center that His Excellency just inaugurated is just one of the many service facilities that will provide key services of the DMW and its key partners in government. This center centralizes and delivers essential full-cycle support and assistance for all overseas workers and their families. This facility could not have been possible without the love and the support of our First Lady and the President. This Bagong Pilipinas One-Stop Shop OFW Center shall provide full-cycle support and assistance for OFWs and their families. We thank you, Mr. President. We thank you, Madam First Lady. We are truly grateful for your all-out support to the DMW and, of course, most especially to our dear OFWs and their families. Services are made available beginning from their departure from the country, throughout their overseas deployment, and all the way to their return and reintegration with their respective families and communities at home. Major frontline services offered by the DMW include balik manggagawa processing, reintegration support services, legal assistance, and other necessary support through the DMW Aksyon Fund. This office shall provide essential DMW frontline services, including documentation for returning OFWs and processing of OFW memberships and renewals. As the DMW family grows, we also are in need of space to better serve and reach out to our clients. So beginning today, some of our DMW offices in our Blas F. Ople building in Ortigas will gradually transfer to this building. And this facility will be home to our department's programs on training, policy, and international services. Sa paglaki po ng pamilya ng DMW, asahan niyo po ang mga mas pinalakas at ramdam pa na serbisyo namin sa mga OFWs at kanilang pamilya. guided by the department's core values of compassion, integrity, transparency, excellence, and service, and with the President's vision and leadership, amin pong inaalay ang tatak DMW na serbisyo sa ating mga OFWs sa Bagong Pilipinas. Maraming salamat po. Ladies and gentlemen, the President of the Republic of the Philippines, His Excellency Ferdinand R. Marcos Jr.
Thank you, Secretary Hans Kakdak, for your introduction. Please take your seats. The Excellencies of the Diplomatic Corps who are representing the different countries that are taking very, very good care of our overseas workers. And for that, I always extend our thanks for the way that you have taken to your hearts the Filipinos in your countries who have made the choice to work and live in your countries, and who you have taken as your own, and to the great advantage of both our countries. Once again, thank you for all of that. The honorable members of the cabinet that are here, the OFW party list representative, Marisa Magsino, the officials and employees of the Department of Migrant Workers and the OWA, my fellow workers in government, and of course, the reason that we are all here. We are all here because of our modern-day heroes of the Philippines, our overseas workers. Of course, First Lady Luis Araneta Marcos, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, good afternoon to all of you. May isang kwento tayong laging naririnig na hindi naluluma, hindi nawawalan ng halaga. Ito ang kwento ng ating mga manggagawang Pilipino sa iba't ibang bansa. Sila ang mga kababayan nating handang suungin ang lahat ng hamon, basta para sa kanilang mga pangarap, para sa kanilang pamilya, mabuting oportunidad at maayos na kinabukasan para sa mga mahal sa buhay. Ngunit, saan man sila nakakarating, daladala nila ang init at diwa ng pagiging Pilipino, ang pagiging masipag, mapagmalasakit, at laging inuna ang kapakanan ng kanilang pamilya. Sila ang nagiging tulay sa pagitan ng kanilang bagong mundo at ng bansang iniwanan nila pansamantala. Sa kabila ng hirap, sakripisyo, at pagkakalayo sa pamilya, hindi nila nakakalimutan ang kanilang pinagmulan. Kaya naman, mahalaga na kahit gaano man sila kalayo, maramdaman nila na may gobyernong handang salubungin sila sa kanilang pagbabalik. At ito ang dahilan kung bakit tayo nandito ngayon. Ngayong araw, masaya kong ipinapahayag ang pagbubukas ng itong Bagong Pilipinas, Agarang, Kalinga at Saklolo para sa mga OFW na nangangailangang Action Center at ng bagong opisina ng Department of Migrant Workers dito sa Makati. Ang Action Center ay hindi lamang isang opisina. Isa itong simbolo ng mabilis, maayos, at pinagsama-samang serbisyo para sa ating mga OFW. Layunin nito gawing mas madali ang kanilang proseso mula sa reintegrasyon, legal na tulong, hanggang sa pagsasana at iba pang serbisyong kailangan nila. Kasama rin dito ang tinatawag na Migrants Brew, ang isang espasyong magbibigay ng libreng lugar para makapagpahinga ang ating mga kababayan habang ini-enjoy ang kape at mga pampalamig. Isa itong maliit lamang na makabuluhang hakbang sa nagsasabing salamat. Salamat. Salamat sa inyo. Ang bagong opisina ng DMW dito sa Makati ay special. Ito ang karugtong ng kanilang central office nakaposisyon ng maayos upang mas mabilis na matugunan ang mga pangangailangan ng ating mga kababayan sa Timog NCR. Hindi lang ito opisina, isa itong one-stop shop na naglalaman ng makakalagang serbisyo para sa ating mga OFW. Ang gusaling ito ay magbibigay ng frontline services tulad ng pagproproseso ng dokumento ng mga balikbayan, OWA membership, renewal, iba pang mga serbisyo na hinahanap sa ating DMW. Bukod dito, makikipagtulungan din ang Action Center sa iba't ibang ahensya tulad ng PhilHealth, Pag-ibig, SSS upang masiguro mabilis at walang aberya ang pagkuha ng mga dokumento at benepisyo sa ating mga kababayan. Sa madaling salita, aalisin nito ang komplikasyon ng burokrasya at gagawing maayos ang sistema para sa ating mga manggagawa. Sa ating mga OFW na nagbabalik bansa, sa halip na maaabala pa kayo sa mahabang pila at magulong proseso, bubungad na sa inyo ang maayos at mabilis na sistema upang makuha ninyo ang serbisyo, benepisyo at programa ng ating pamahalaan. Gayon din, para sa isang kababayan nating magsisimula ng paglalakbay bilang OFW, matutulungan kayo dito sa bawat hakbang sa inyong pag-apply. Simula sa kontrata, legal na proteksyon, hanggang sa pagsasanay. Tinitiyak natin sa bawat sulok ng mundo, may gobyernong handang tumulong sa inyo. Hindi po sa gusaling ito nagtatapos ang aming misyon sa napaglingkuran ang ating mga OFW. Kasabay rin ng pagsulong ng makabagong teknolohiya, inilunsad natin ang tinatawag na eGovPH app. Ito po ay inilunsad ng gobyerno para mas mapadali, mapabilis at mapalapit ang serbisyo namin sa inyo gamit lamang ang inyong mga smartphone. Gamit ito, maaari na po kayong makakuha ng birth certificate, driver's license. Pwede na rin kayo magbayad ng buwis o kaya man ay makakuha ng impormasyon ukol sa status ng loan ng mga GSIS o ng SSS. Mas mabilis din ang pagdeklara sa e-travel pass ng inyong biyahe palabas o pabalik ng Pilipinas gamit ang eGovPH app. Ang mga hakbang na ito ay hindi lamang pagbuo ng mga gusali o simpleng paggawa ng mobile application. Ito rin ay may mga simbolo ng ating larangin na magkaroon na ng bagong Pilipinas. Sa ilalim ng ating pamahalaan, tinitiyak natin na ang bawat Pilipino, lalo na ang ating mga manggagawa sa iba't ibang bansa, ay makaramdam ng malasakit at mabilis na serbisyo mula sa ating pamahalaan. Higit pa rito, ito ay isang paalala ng mas maliwanag na kinabukasan na itinataguyod natin para sa bawat Pilipino. Isang bansang hindi kailangan lisanin pa para makahanap ng disenteng trabaho. At para sa mga pumipiling magtrabaho sa ibang bansa, sigurado sila buo ang suporta ng pamahalaan. Habang patuloy na tinatahak ng ating mga manggagawa ang mas malalayong pampang gusto nating masiguro ang kanilang uuwiang bansa o kataas ng sa ating masisipag at matatapang na OFW. Tandaan ninyo, nandito ang inyong gobyerno para sa inyo. Patuloy tayo magtutulungan upang buuin ang isang bagong Pilipinas. Sama-sama nating itaguyod ang kinagbukasan, puno ng pag-asa, pag-unlad at pagkakaisa. Ito po, kahit na quick translation for our guest. This is really our effort. This is one of many centers that we have the office of the processes that they have to undergo from the very beginning, from the start to from the start of their applications, to make sure that the documentation is in place, that all the needed clearances, permits, etc., they are assisted in acquiring those, and to make, well, generally life easier for them, and to keep them safe, because there have been many cases where Filipinos go abroad, and because of their lack of knowledge or the incompleteness of the process that they have undergone, they run into trouble, and we want to avoid that. One of the real reasons why we started this was because of well, it was actually the idea of the former DMW Secretary, Secretary Toots Ople, who unfortunately is no longer with us. But it was her idea, and she said we have to simplify the work, or rather, we have to simplify the process with which we assist our OFWs. Not only in terms of the processes that they have to go through. We were very, very preoccupied, very worried that they would no longer have jobs. And many of them, I remember we were talking to some of our workers in Libya. And over the phone, we could hear shooting. And they said, "Is there shooting going on?" And they said, "Yes." And they said, "Actually, we're on the floor talking to you, and they're shooting. No." And the reason they didn't want to come home is that they were worried that they would no longer have jobs when they returned. If they came back to the Philippines, that they would have no jobs. And to find job placements wherever, not solely in the Philippines, but also abroad. And that's what gave birth to this whole system that we have put together today. And although our ceremonies here, such as they are really rather simple, and the facilities that you see are very straightforward and rather simple, quite pleasant, but nothing overly elaborate. It belies the importance of what we are doing here. Parang if we look at this, we put up a rest area, we have some offices, but the effect of this is going to be very, very significant in terms of the support that we provide our OFWs. As many of our OFWs that can come home do come home, and so we are ready for them when they do come home for whatever their needs might be, so that they may continue in their work, or to change and come back home and find work here. So I'm extremely happy that we are here today to have this, to open these facilities. I thank all of you who have played a part in this, and I am very, very certain that what we have started here today, or what we have opened here today, will be of great benefit to our OFW.
This to grant us a photo opportunity. May request Secretary Kakdak, OWA Administrator, to join the President and the First Lady in front for the group photos. Okay, stand by. For the first set, may we call on the OFW stakeholders in front for the group photo. So these are the OFW stakeholders. And afterwards, please stand by DMW and OWA officials. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Please exit now. Thank you very much. Exit to your right. Maraming salamat. Next, we'd like to call on the DMW and OWA officials. Please proceed in front. Are the DMW and OWA officials. Okay, thank you very much. You may take your seats now. For the next set, we'd like to call on the partner agencies and embassies. Next will be the partner agencies and embassies. Thank you so much. You may take your seats and please exit to your right. Thank you, everyone. That ends our photo opportunity with the President and the First Lady. That concludes our program. Thank you very much, Mr. President and First Lady, for gracing us with your presence. We would like to